Alright, peace, Scorpio. How y'all doing? I hope all is well. We're gonna jump right into your reading, Scorpio. See what it is that you need to know. Scorpio, please hit the like and subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you know when I post my videos. We're gonna go into who's coming toward you reading. We're gonna do it slightly different. Not much, okay, but just a tad bit different if it works out the way I think it will. But let's go ahead and get into it. Who's coming towards you? All right, Scorpio, clear messages for the Scorpio energy. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and turn on your notification bells. If you are a returning Scorpio, hey boo. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great week. All right, but let's get in. Let's get on into it. Get on up, get on the machine. Get on up like a sex machine. This is a love reading, so please only take what's your situation that resonates with you and leave the rest for the person who needs to hear it. All right, it might be some miscellaneous stuff that might come up too. Okay, all right. At the bottom of the deck, you have "It's safe for you to love." Open your heart to give and receive the most highest energy of all. All right, Scorpio, what it feels like in this, it is safe for you to love. I feel like um, whatever mountain that you had to get over, you've gotten over it. All right, and because whenever I see this card, I always feel like the Six of Wands energy. That's just what I feel. All right, that doesn't have to resonate for all other readers, but for me, when I see it is safe for you to love. It feels like to me that you've gotten over whatever it was that was causing you or making you feel stagnant or making you feel lack of a romantic connection or love connection. I feel like you're a whatever that was is being removed. The obstacle is being removed, and lighthearted energy, flirt is coming towards you. All right, Scorpio, or this is being removed for someone in your energy. All right, but let's go ahead and get into it. I saw new love that flipped up, so for some of you, this very well could be new love. But let's go ahead and get into it. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? The overall energy for Scorpio engagement. All right, your love life is ascending to a highest level of commitment. What else does Scorpio need to know? This overall energy for Scorpio. All right, reconciliation. For some of you, this is someone from your past. They may be wanting to recommit to you, Scorpio. All right, heart to heart conversation. Ooh, I just caught butterflies in my stomach. Sorry, y'all. I just caught some butterflies. All right, Scorpio. For some of you, and I'm not here to tell you to go back to an ex, okay? That's not what I'm doing. I'm just reading the cards. But for my advice, um, whatever this person did, if they've done anything to you or you've done something to them and they're coming back to you to give you a second chance, make sure you learn from the lesson from this situation. All right, Scorpio? Because not all lessons are meant for you to repeat. All right? Is what I'm saying. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay, heart to heart conversation. And I feel like you have a great deal of attraction for this person, Scorpio. It's safe for you to love is here again. All right, Scorpio. Well, this person has a great deal of attraction for you. You are beautiful, no matter what they say. All right, let's get into it. Scorpio, who's coming toward my beautiful Scorpios? Play messages for Scorpio. Who's coming toward my beautiful Scorpios? All right, Scorpio. At the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, you got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this person is rushing in towards you. It could come a little confrontational. Maybe you guys had some, bad blood. We used to have mad love. So I am not a Taylor Swift fan. So if I said the wrong words, my bad. My bad. I am not a Swiftie. All right. So who is this person that's coming toward Scorpio? Who is this person coming towards Scorpio? Page of Pentacles. A young Earth sign towards Virgo Capricorn. Possibly someone with a plan for a brand new beginning. Empress. Yeah. They hold you at high regards, Scorpio. All right. What do they want from Scorpio? What does this person want? Ooh, what do they want from Scorpio? They want the reconciliation. We do have reconciliation here now twice. The Three of Cups. For some of you, it doesn't necessarily have to be a reconciliation, right? Six of Cups. This person from the past, the Tower. This could be someone that you do not expect to come towards you. You may have turned away. Yeah, you may have turned around, turned away. Stop looking. Stop paying attention to this person. Yeah, ooh, they're manifesting you. Ooh. This person must be a strong manifester. I don't think they reached out to you yet, Scorpio. If they have, that was just the beginning. Wow. Okay. Either way, like I said, this person has a high level of attraction for you, right? Whatever this attraction might be, right? This attraction could be physical attraction, like they like the way you look, they like the way you speak, they love your intelligence, they love your business ethic, right? They love that you can supply, I was about to say supply and demand. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but they may like that. But ultimately, I do feel like this person has been watching you or someone that they're connecting to is watching you. Okay, there's an energy of watching, looking, even communicating, possibly with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, talking to a Taurus, Virgo. Wow, someone may be reaching out to someone that you know to maybe inquire about your relationship status, or whether this is wanting to know, like, are you engaged to someone, or the possibilities of them being engaged to you. All right. Someone doesn't want to, because this could be an offer, right? For some of you, you and this person may not want to no longer be separated from you with this reconciliation energy here. The Three of Cups could be a celebration, all right? They may want to celebrate something with you, maybe wanting to share some good news with you, Scorpio. All right. How does this person feel about Scorpio? How does this person feel about Scorpio? Eight of Cups. They feel abandoned by you, Scorpio. Ten of Wands. They're carrying burdens, weights. Yeah, they feel abandoned by you. They feel like you walked away. You were dissatisfied. You didn't feel any satisfaction in this connection. How does Scorpio feel about this person that they're connecting to? How does Scorpio feel about this person? Two of Cups. Scorpio, you may be in a place where you're trying to make a decision about this person. You may at some point see this person as a partner. You may still do. All right, Chariot. You could also feel like there's two things that I get with the Chariot, right? So, because as well, the Chariot is about making a decision, right? You got two different directions that you can choose in, that you can choose to go in. Page of Cups. Some of you want something just as small as an apology. I think that's what it is. For some of you, not all of you. Okay, but like I said, I feel like with the Chariot, there's two different directions you can go into, right? And I feel like what you plan to do is be successful. Whether you choose to go back with this person, you want that to be a successful, equal give and take, right? Or if you choose to go in a different direction, you still want to be in a place where there's equal give and take, whether this is relationships, workplace, friends, family life, whatever that is. You want it to be balanced. You want it to be fair, equal give and take, right? And I feel like that's the decision that you have here, whether or not you and the person that you're connecting to, or that's in your energy wanting to come towards you, would be this equal give and take. But ultimately, I do feel like there's a lot of feelings that you have for this person, Scorpio. All right. What does Scorpio want with this person? Ooh, Empress. You may want to be a wife. Maybe that was something that you had in mind previously. What does Scorpio want with this person? Eight of Swords. Scorpio, what you feel, maybe I feel like what you want from this person, I do feel like you want there to be some type of balance, but you are fearful when it comes to this person. All right, Wheel of Fortune. I feel like ultimately you want change. Yeah. This person may have a whole lot of ego, very masculine energy. They're showing up with two masculine type energies, strong masculine type energies. And I don't think anything is wrong with being a masculine type energy, but when it comes to, you know, passions and fulfillments, emotional fulfillments and stability, ego can take over in this place. And with these two types of very strong masculine energies, like I said, which nothing is wrong with it, but there is no room for you to say, hey, there needs to be improvement here. Right? And I feel like what you want from this person is balance. And you may have fear that this person coming around in this type of energy, that they're not truly listening to their intuition. Yeah, it just blows right the fuck up. They're not truly listening to their intuition because their ego takes over. You may be fearful of this person. I think what you want from this person is balance, but whether or not it will come, that's a whole nother situation. And I think that is something that you worry about, what you're fearful about. Like, if I give this person another opportunity, would it blow up in my face? Yeah. What is the potential outcome here for Scorpio and the person that's in the reading with Scorpio? The person that's in Scorpio's mind, the person that's coming towards Scorpio. All right. What is the potential outcome or the best advice? Star card tried to come out. Oop. Sorry, y'all. Wow, we got the Lovers. Potential outcome here, Justice. The potential outcome here. So for some of you, there will be some harmony. There will be an actual reconciliation. This is only for some of you. This is not for those of you who don't want the person back. I feel like for those of you who are in this space where you are afraid that this relationship could blow up in smoke, but you still have love in your heart for this person, I feel like what you're going to do is you're going to listen to your intuition. I feel like you do have this person that may have snuck away. They could have walked away from you, Scorpio, and they feel abandoned by you because you didn't chase. All right? But you have someone here making, in the works of planning and strategizing, coming towards you with something. They may feel like that there's some type of competition surrounding you. Yeah. And the Star card. Yeah, there may be some type of competition, or you may feel like there's competition. However that resonates in your situation, but there may be other people involved in some way, whether this is family or friends that could be getting involved in a situation, a lot of talking about the situation that's going on, or you or the person that you're connecting to have a significant other. I didn't see it yet, right? But that could be something that's potential in this energy. But let's go ahead and get into it and get some clarifying messages. I was going to use the big deck, but I don't want the cards to get mixed up. So let me go ahead and put that back. All right. Let's clarify this energy. But it pretty much right now, from what I'm seeing, is that it does kind of line up with this engagement energy as well as the reconciliation energy that we see here. Excuse me, because we do see this pentacle energy, and this pentacle energy is about offers being given, given, offered, right? And an engagement is an offer. You can choose to accept it or you can choose to reject it. And there's that choice that you have here, whether you get to choose to accept it or choose to reject it. I feel like wherever space you in, Scorpio, when it comes to this person, you good with it or you good without it, right? And I'm not saying that this person is not worth anything. They may very well have a lot of worth in your life because you are considering it, right? But how this person comes in or who this person shows appears to be is little Ben, right? They're not Big Benjamin, right? They're little Ben. And when I say little Ben, I don't mean like some, you got to be a gold digger, but you do have to be able to sustain. What they said, no romance without finance, right? You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. No romance without finance, right? And let's get into it. All right. Yeah, but and that's not to say that this person has no job. And maybe this person is not able to sustain a home with you, right? Or this person is not able or willing to, because just because you're not able to doesn't mean that you're not willing to, right? So, the effort, right? The Eight of Pentacles, right? The effort that someone puts in is noticeable. And if you are the Ace of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, that doesn't really show effort. That means that kind of shows that, you're trying to manipulate your way back into a space that you're going to work on something when, there may be some obstacles in the way. And like I said, there could be competition, there could be other people involved, and this could be, like I said, people just yapping about the situation between you and the person that you're connecting to because they know what went down, or there is other love romantic interests. But like I said, I don't really see that here yet, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist and it didn't happen in the past situation between you and the person that you're connecting to. But let's get into it. Tell me more about this Page of Pentacles that's coming towards my beautiful Scorpios. Like I said, this could be someone who may be coming towards you with an offer. That could be that engagement offer. And this person may be just wanting to reconcile with you, right? Or this is just this person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with an idea, right? Something small, wanting to just like start small. When you're big Tina over here, right? You're walking around looking like the Statue of Liberty while this person is showing up like a little figurine, but we'll see. Tell me what the Page of Pentacles is. Why is this Page of Pentacles here for the person that's coming towards my beautiful Scorpio? All right, you got the Seven of Wands. The deck was in reverse. You got the Seven of Wands. This person could be someone that is blocked, right? This person could be someone that could be refusing. I'm going to block the naked lady, right? But this person could be someone that could be defending themselves against the community, people that they worked with, or you, right? Defending themselves against you. Because they want to come toward you. They want to communicate here. With the Eight of Pentacles is here again. They want to talk about what it is that they want. Tell me about their passions. Talk about their passions. That heart-to-heart conversation and and attraction is here along with flirt. So talk about their passion. This person could just be coming in to kind of like, wet their whistle, so to speak. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles. Somebody wears red sneakers, red bottom sneakers. Eight of Pentacles. The Hangman slipped out of my hand, so you could be connected to a Pisces. Doesn't have to be, but something is stagnant when it comes to this person. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, the Eight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Like somebody, this person here could be dealing with some stagnant energy when it comes to, self-reflecting, working on themselves, right? What they need, what it is that they're putting in so that they can put it out in a proper way. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. What are they working on? Six of Wands, a victory. Or grabbing some type of attention, grabbing your attention in some type of way. Wheel of Fortune with the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a heavy fixed energy. You could be dealing with another Scorpio, do not have to be. You could be dealing with somebody who either wants the start of a cycle or is ending a cycle. For some of you, this is a renewal, literally, right? A cycle has ended, so a new one can begin. All right, and this person is someone who is watching you. I feel like they are testing the waters, or watching you to test the waters to see where you are, right? To see if you are in this energy of, you know, wanting the truth, expecting the truth, only seeking the truth, or if you've moved on, right? And you become this a lighter type of more compassionate kind of energy. I feel like that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for you. Yeah, I think they're waiting for you. All right, tell me about the Six of Wands. This person wants a victory. I think that's why. I think that's why the Seven of Swords is there, because I feel like they're being strategic when it comes to reconnecting with you, reconciling with you, Scorpio. I feel like they want an assured victory. I don't think they would waste their time coming towards you if they wasn't sure to become a victor. Tell me about the Six of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this person is patiently waiting. Scorpio, High Priestess. This person is listening to their intuition. I feel like what you're afraid of, Scorpio, about this person, you know, being in their ego, being this hyper masculine type of energy, with the King of Wands and the Queen of, and the King of Wands and the Emperor. Where this person, you're afraid that this person is not listening to their intuition. I feel like that's wow. I feel like that's what they're doing with the High Priestess and the Ace of Cups. I feel like this person is now listening to their intuition, and they're waiting for the best time, Scorpio, to approach you. I feel like that's what they're doing. It does show that they're moving a little faster at times when we look at these messengers that's not on the table but inside the deck. We don't see if any of them coming out now, but I feel like they want to move fast, but they're moving slow and strategically. Tell me about the Magician, for what this person wants from Scorpio. Tell me about the Magician. I feel like for some of you, this person is manifesting, whoa. Page of Pentacles. I feel like this person is manifesting a brand new beginning. Knight of Wands. This person is manifesting a brand new beginning. Tell me about the Three of Cups, for what this person wants from Scorpio. Yeah, they want to. I feel like once they are able to manifest what it is that they want, they're gonna come in real hot and heavy. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune and the King of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Yes, the same thing that they were defending themselves against, whether it was you or the community. I feel like they're going to want to work with the community, be emotionally mature and prepared to connect with the. Look at that Fool, to connect with the community, or be compromising or collaborate more when it comes to you and them. But I feel like this person really wants to rush in, right? When, like I said, like not everybody else, because when I see certain cards in the tarot, certain songs I just hear automatically. And with the night, and for some of you that's been following me for a long time, for some of you that's been following me for a long time, or coming to, you know, readings sporadically, you know, when I see the Knight of Wands, I hear, I want to run to you. Ooh, won't you hold me in your arms and keep me safe from harm? That's what I feel when I see the Knight of Wands. But let's clarify the Knight of Wands energy. Let's clarify it. What's the Knight of Wands here for the person that wants to come towards Scorpio? Yeah, look. I want to hold you in my arms and keep you safe from harm. They don't want whatever's here. They don't want it. They don't want it. Whatever's here, whatever they walked away from, whether this is you abandoning them or them abandoning you, they don't want that. They don't want it. They don't like it. They don't want it. You could be connected to another Scorpio. Tower. Yeah, I feel like whatever it is that they holding on to, whatever hardship that they're holding on to, whatever past energy that they were holding on to, I feel like they're letting it go, Scorpio, so that they can hold on to you, because they can't get you out. Yeah, what's that song? I can't remember it. I can hear it though. I feel like this person is going to tell you how much they feel about you, what they think, what they've been thinking. I can't get you out my mind. They're holding on to it. Won't you hold me in your arms and keep me safe from harm? I wanna run to you. Tell me, will you stay, or will you run away? Yeah, I love that song. Yeah. Your person is regretting a lot of things. What are they regretting? It could be that you guys are not together. Yeah. Tell me about the Five of Cups. What are they regretting? What are they regretting? Lying. King of Cups. Two of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Your person is very close to making a decision about coming towards you. I feel like they've been contemplating a lot about coming towards you. With the Seven of Swords energy, they regret lying to you, being deceitful, being sneaky, sneaking away. They regret it. They regret it. Tell me about the Eight of Cups for how this person feels. Damn, do they feel like you abandoned them, Scorpio, or they abandoned you? This person, tell me about the Eight of Cups. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. For this person, how they feel about Scorpio. Yeah, they abandoned you, Scorpio. And they regret it. They think about it every night. They can't sleep. They regret it. Ten of Swords. Yeah, they cannot regret it. They regret it. They cannot forget it. They like, even if they look good on the outside, posting online. Because look, this person has a phone in their hand. Everything's fine. I'm not hurt. Even though they got swords throughout their entire body, feeling pain everywhere. Right? Look, the same energy, but no longer sitting there with the King of Wands. He's here thinking about, waiting for something to come through, waiting for the right time to make his move, the right time for something to come in, right? And I feel like what he's waiting for is something that he needs to see from within, right? Did I grow? Am I ready? Something about the Nine of Swords. Something about the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this person wants to apologize. They want to talk. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? I don't know why I feel so good that your person is miserable right now. This person they feel terrible, first of all. They feel guilty, horrible for lying to you and walking away from you, and they want to apologize. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. I feel like Scorpios give so many chances to people that Scorpios don't just walk away, right? If you got the right kind of Scorpio, right? Scorpio will give you an opportunity to correct it. They'll tell you, and it'll be that one thing, that Seven of Swords, that will get a Scorpio to never speak to you again. It won't need anything else. It won't need anything else but that. It could have been anybody else in the world could have looked at this situation and from the outside looking in, like, oh, this is the time that Scorpio is going to leave. And Scorpio don't leave. Scorpio will hold on to the last string. That last string pop, Seven of Swords. And that's the breaking point with Scorpio. Scorpios can't look back after that, even if they want to. That's why you're fearful. Like, if I give this person this opportunity with the decision that I have to make with the Two of Cups and the Chariot, what do I have to worry about? How is it going to limit me? Am I going to be able to move forward still if I let this person back into my life? Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. I like your energy, Scorpio. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. This person walked away from something that could have been long term. They walked away from longevity. They see you as someone someone that they can have longevity with, a life with. Two of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Ace of Cups. This person knows it. That's how they feel about you. and they regret walking away from you, and they see that they can have longevity with you. Same about the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups. I apologize. Same about the Knight of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups for how this person feels about Scorpio. Tell me about the Knight of Cups for how this person feels. Ten of Wands. This person is someone that could have had what they wanted when it came to you, but now they feel like maybe they feel like you put a lot of pressure on them, Scorpio. They had to impress you. And Hermit with the Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles, yeah. Yeah, because look, this person wasn't really coming in with much. Maybe they felt like it was a lot of pressure, hardships. Something about the Ten of Wands, Queen of Swords, yeah. They may have felt like you were hard to satisfy. Devil in reverse. But I don't think that was true. I think you may have pushed this person. The devil is in reverse here. So this was not something that you were holding on and pressuring this person, trying to control this person. That could have been what that person's issue was that you're connecting to. They probably had issues when it comes to control. And they may have thought that you being the Queen of Pentacles, you being someone that they needed to provide for, they needed to grow with, they needed to support, they needed to also match, they felt like it was hardship. And they may have thought that you being also not this person that's just going to be someone that just accepts anything, you're a believer of truth. You're a believer of truth, and they felt that that was a burden because they were lying. They were not being honest. They were not coming to you with truth. They were not coming to you with a truthful appearance, a truth forefront. They were just lying and being manipulative. When they could have just said, "This is all I have." And who knows, Scorpio? Scorpio, you might have accepted this person for what they have, right? As long as they were willing to work to elevate, right? Knight of Pentacles. All right. But they felt like you were trying to control them, maybe, Scorpio. Hermit, Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Chariot. All right. As long as they were really willing to elevate it, I think Scorpio. So some Scorpios, if you are a not toxic Scorpio, what you would have wanted from this person was to grow together, right? That doesn't mean that would have stagnated you, right? You could have continued to move forward. Because I feel like for some of you, if you're not with this person, you continue to elevate. However that elevation looks for you, right? And maybe when they left you, when they abandoned you, Scorpio, they may have thought that was going to cause a lot of strife, and maybe you were going to come rushing toward them with the Page of Cups, like, all right, person, I need you back in my life. I need you to come. But you may have just stood on that. You may have stood on business. You may have stood on business. Same about the Two of Cups. Your person is something different, isn't it? Tell me about the Two of Cups for how Scorpio feels about the person that they're connecting to. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Nine of Wands. Yeah. For some of you, Scorpio, you and the person that you're connecting to, there was no reciprocity. There was no equal give and take. All right? Because the Nine of Wands is here, showing up as a struggle. It was hard for you to get reciprocity with this person. Eight of Wands, you wanted forward movement and brand new beginnings. You may have wanted to have a new home with this person, have a family with this person, travel with this person, have ways of elevating in some way with you and this person, but there was a challenge. We talked about that ego, right? There could have been other people involved, like we saw earlier. The Five of Wands is typically people involved, like a third party, or this is the person that you're connecting to wanting to win at all costs, not wanting to lose control over a situation, right? Now that wanting to win at all costs, what did they lose, right? What was the cost? The cost was the Empress, right? It was a struggle for you to have that reciprocity, and it could have been that, like I said, this person was not able to give, but if they were willing, if there was willingness, right, Scorpio, I think you would have worked with them. And this is, like I said, this is for some Scorpios. But for some reason, you showed up with this person saying that, hey, I'm sorry, for, I feel terrible, I feel guilty for lying, right? They future faked you probably. Tell me about the Chariot, for how Scorpio feels about this person. Tell me about the Chariot, for how Scorpio, Nine of Pentacles. Scorpio, for some of you, you're choosing yourself. High Priestess, listening to your intuition about which direction that you should go into. And I feel like some of you, you've learned and you're deciding to heal, right? And to move forward, creating balance, right? This is what you're feeling about this situation, right? Well, like I said, whether you choose to be in this relationship with this person, make that decision to be in a relationship with this person when they come in, wanting to reconcile, I feel like ultimately you're allowing yourself to remain independent. I think for some of you, there may be some stipulations. You got double nines here. So there's definitely going to be a big change if this person comes back towards you. Things are not going to be the same if you let them back in. Even if you don't let them back in, there's going to be a change here. Something that this person, or maybe even you, Scorpio, may not be used to seeing. Tell me about the Nine of Wands, especially dealing with this particular person. For some of you, I do feel like this person has a different place in your heart. All right, what is the Nine of Wands? What is the Nine of Wands? The Magician. You could have felt like this person was being manipulative, manipulating you. All right, Three of Wands, that they were looking toward the future. They were looking toward somewhere else. All right, Chariot. Yeah, tell me more. Maybe for some of you, this person, you may have felt like this person wanted to be single or separate. Tell me about the Magician. Tell me about the Magician. The Four of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Yeah. Eight of Wands. Excuse me. I feel like for some of you, you may choose to look at the situation and really evaluate whether or not it is, I don't know why they got that much bass in the car. It's insanely, ridiculously stupid. But let's go back to what we were doing. I feel like for some of you, you're going to look at this situation, this offer, and for some of you, you may take a moment to think about it, look at it, to see if it is something that will benefit you. But for some of you, I do feel like you're looking at it and you're thinking about seeing it as a missed opportunity and moving forward. Okay. But I feel like ultimately this person here is wanting to communicate some truth, right? To bring about some sort of change. I feel like this person is trying to be more creative when it comes to you. I don't know the communication between the two of you and how it was, but I feel like this person is looking at the situation in a different way on how to approach it. But for some of you, I do feel like you're looking at the situation and maybe thinking that this might not be the opportunity that you want to take or the direction that you want to go when it comes to this person. Tell me about the High Priestess, of what Scorpio wants from this person. Like I said, I do feel like Scorpio, what you want is balance when it comes to this person. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, Judgment. Scorpio, I feel like you're saying that you are the one that can make the best decisions for yourself. Star card. Okay, tell me about the Empress. Oh, there goes the Emperor. Yep, there he go. Four of Swords. You got someone heavy in their mind about whatever decision you're about to make when it comes to this person. Or this could be you. This person is heavy on your mind when it comes to you making a decision about them. Okay. For some of you, you are worried about what this person might think when you make your decision. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. And I don't mean like in a way where you're afraid to make the decision. I feel like in a way where like you may have thought you settled this in your mind, but it might be some hesitation showing that you may have not. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. And that's not a bad thing, Scorpio. Seven of Wands, yeah. I feel like some of you, this is what other people think. Are you going to take this person back? Are you thinking about you may be worried about what other people might think if you take this person back. Would you have to defend yourself in this decision when it comes to this Emperor? Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Knight of Swords. No. Okay. Knight of Cups. King of Cups. I'm sorry. Let me tell you more about the Knight of Swords. Because I got something that I don't particularly like in this situation. But tell me about the Knight of Swords. Yeah. All right now. You have every right to be fearful of this person that's coming towards you. All right. Scorpio. The person, remember when I said I'm not sure how this person communicated with you? This person was likely very aggressive towards you, physically or verbally aggressive towards you. To me, abuse is abuse, right? It doesn't matter. And you may feel like you may need to defend yourself when it comes to this person, right? You may be fearful that this person may just hurt you again. Tell me about this Emperor. Tell me about this Emperor's personality, their attitude, how they communicated with Scorpio. Tell me about the Emperor, please. Clear message for the Emperor. Two of Wands. This person was at a crossroads often when it came to you. This person had one foot in, one foot out. Yeah, Four of Swords. King of Swords. Yeah. This person had one foot in, one foot out when it came to you. Yeah, that could be wild. Tell me more about this Emperor. Let me get one more card for the Emperor, please. One more card for the Emperor. The Lovers. Okay. All right, look. I'm not going to say that this person loved you, right? That's not my place. But the card shows that this person does love you. All right. And the treatment from this person may have not reflected how they loved you, that they loved you, but their actions are so much louder than their words, because now they're coming in with acts of love, right? But how they were, which caused you to be fearful, and this could be a whole bunch of gaslighting, right? Scorpio at the top here with this person, what they want from you, this could be a whole bunch of gaslighting, because this person is proven to be a liar, to deceive, right? And you're now showing me that this person is proven to have hurt you in some way. And that is the reason why you're fearful about this person, about allowing this person to come in, right? This person is also saying that you guys, there was real love in the situation. And I don't doubt it, especially showing how you're showing up here with this person, how you feel about this person. I don't doubt that there was love, but this person they didn't hold you at the same level that you held them. The reciprocity was not there. The kindness, the compassion, the mercy that you have for this person, that it shows for this person did not have for you. And it's only showing that this person wants to be victorious, right? So not only would you have to defend yourself against this person, potentially, you will also have to defend yourself over the people that's also in this energy after obtain this victory, whatever this victory may look like in this person's life when they come back to you and receive that victory, right? Like, is this person just coming in for ego to do the final shot? Why are they coming in? Is what your concern is, Scorpio. All right, tell me about the Lovers as the potential outcome or the advice for Scorpio. I do feel like, Scorpio, this person is coming in to give you a love offer. I feel that. I feel that for you. You could be connected to a Gemini. King of Wands, taking action, right? You got this person taking action towards you. They may be wanting to communicate some new ideas or some truth, all right? Give you some type of clarity, all right? Possibly take off the blindfolds, right? About how they hurt you. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Wow, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, about how they hurt you, how they hurt themselves. Okay, tell me about the Lovers. Potential outcome. Wow. Hermit. This person is, I feel like this person is wanting to communicate how they feel, right? Where they were not open to communicating that previously. I feel like they may be ready to do that now with this Hermit here. Tell me about the Hermit. Three of Swords. For some of you, when this person comes in to communicate how they feel, you may not receive it. You may stay quiet. Tell me about the King of Wands. King of Pentacles. For some of you, I do feel like there is a change in this person when it comes to stability, okay? I feel like this person is coming in to be more stable for some of you. But you would never know that because at least not yet, until this person actually comes in. So if I was you and you were considering, what I said, Four of Wands, and you were considering allowing this person to come in, Three of Wands, if this is something that you were truly considering, Scorpio, I would recommend letting them do the work. That's my recommendation. Don't take this person back quickly. If you're going to take them back, don't forget this shit. All right? Don't forget this instability that they brought into your life. Like, look at that. That's crazy. That's wild. And this is coming behind the Knight of Swords. Okay? This person could be wanting to come in and give you some clarity, right? But don't let this person fast talk let you forget what occurred in real life between you and them. Right? You stand your ground with the Seven of Swords. And that could be something that you're afraid of. Standing your ground. But stand your ground. All right? Scorpio, I'm gonna close this out here. This went a lot longer than I anticipated, but this was a pretty good read. Please comment down below if this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and turn on your notification bells. I love you, Scorpios. Peace.